So good morning, my name is Rich Tomasini and I run a very large group at Exp Realty, and then we intermix some of my side projects and how my life all goes into the fold of having residual income and being able to play a bit more these days. So this is my 67 Saab, which at the moment is running, so no one touch it. Don't worry about it, it's perfect. It's been 13 and a half months in the shop, so I'm afraid to even look at it too long. And then this is my Willys 56 two-wheel drive Jeep that I am working on right now. So there's these guys on YouTube in India, and they put these huge like 17, 18-inch rims and tractor tires on here, and I'm in love with them. So I just had all the wheels pulled off, I ripped off the tires, I sent them up to Statesville, North Carolina to get widened, and then I ordered tractor tires. So we'll show you kind of what the updates look like. And then, you know, having two small kids under 5, I don't have a lot of spare time, but I started rhino lining the inside of it. So we got this thing in pieces. We'll just keep showing you updates as it gets more presentable. So let's go to work and I'll show you what this looks like. So today we are meeting with some of my top leaders here. I spend pretty much between 8 and 12 hours a week working, and I work within a very small group of self-motivated, smart, ambitious business people. So we are going to run to my office. I do a once a week live webinar on explaining why everybody that can do basic math comes over to Exp Realty. So we'll get a little bit of that. You'll see my command center of an office, which is embarrassing, but we're a virtual real estate company, so it's just a supplementary thing to work outside of the house occasionally. And we are going to meet with Dave Collins, who is the former COO of one of the biggest real estate companies in the world. We're going to meet with Sheena Shaw, who runs 2 bars, a laundromat, and one of the biggest real estate companies in Troutman. And then we are also going to meet with the great Nakia Evans, who was the 3rd top manager for Caldwell Banker in the country. Came over to EXP about a year ago and has about 84 agents working on her team already. So she operates out of DC, Baltimore, and North Carolina. So anyway, that's just what's on the schedule, and the whole key is to be home by 1 o'clock so I can take my kids in the pool and shut my cell phone off. So it'll be a rapid pace. So today is August 4th, 2021, and we reported earnings this morning, and the stock's gone up $8.59 this morning, up 24% because of earnings. So our market cap is at over $6 billion, 183% to a record $1 billion in revenue. Gross profit increased 133% to $79.9 million. Wow. This is pretty insane. This is a pretty strong quarter. Good morning, realtors on Facebook. I just wanted to report the earnings from this morning on August 4th. EXP is now giving us all a dividend later this month on August 30th to all the shareholders at EXP. We had an incredible reporting. Let me just kind of simplify this for you guys. When you're at EXP, you own the company. You get gifted and awarded shares of stock. Our 2021 revenue hit $1 billion and declares the first cash dividend that we've ever had. So not only have you been getting thousands of shares of stock at EXP for doing what we used to do for trophies, but now they're gonna pay us a dividend at the end of the month. Hey guys, I had Guns N' Roses going the entire time. I didn't know that the music wasn't able to be heard. I'm listening to Paradise City. I'm like, man, if these guys aren't jacked up, I don't know what's gonna do it. All right, well, yeah, well, if I'm not pumped up, this is gonna be a bad 45 minutes for everybody. So anyway, listen, thanks for coming over here. Somebody invited you to this call. to kind of share what they're doing or what they're looking at. So we are going to unpack the EXP model for you guys out of the fire hydrant for the next 45 minutes. So buckle up, try not to text and scroll Facebook. There's a lot to cover here, and we're gonna get right at it. We appreciate you guys all being on here, and we look forward to next Wednesday at 10 a.m. Thanks, everybody. We're off. Yeah, we're off. Bro, it's exhausting.
It is exhausting.
So, it's 11:15. I'm exhausted. I'm gonna go home. We're too busy to go to the gym and work out and be pretty, so Tom and I just bang out push-ups in the office. All right, ready? Yep.
I was going to do 100, but I just took it easy today.
I don't want to get outdone. This is how middle-aged men work out, man. All right, let's get out of here. All right. Let's go. All right, so like when I think about growth, you know, we are not able to scale a hero. I can't do this alone. I don't have all the answers, all the tools, and I certainly don't have the time. So I spend at EXP in my organization, I spend 90% of my time developing other leaders and making sure that everybody is pretty bulletproof in where they want to excel at. So today, we're gonna go meet with a couple of my top leaders, and we are going to sort of brainstorm on what we're doing here the next month and talk a little bit about the market, and then we're going to update the base of 1,700 of us on where we stand. And then also, it's the first time I'm driving my wife's car, which I'm likely going to abuse at some point.
Oh gosh.
Good. All right.
We talking like
So like Dave, just for some of the people that are kind of new in the market and have hundreds or thousands or tens of thousands of shares of EXP, like what happened this morning for us?
Well, I mean, the earnings announcement for the quarter for Q2 was out this morning with amazing news. Literally 183% increase in revenue to $1 billion in revenue for the quarter, mostly driven by agent growth, agents coming to the company and doing more deals. Ultimately, that led to a really big bump. Last I looked, about a $9 bump in the share price, which if you own shares in this company as an agent, you just got a nice little raise this morning on that stock. Not only that, but they announced the dividend for the first time ever to shareholders of record. So coming at the end of August, everybody's going to receive a little bit more money in terms of dividend back. That is, again, the company reinvesting in agents like ourselves.
Yeah, so like for example, we're up 34.53% as of right now this morning. So for a lot of agents who have been iconing, so if you iconed at EXP in 2018, 19, 20, and 21, that's been about half a $1 million that you've had deposited in your portfolio, and it went up 34% today. So some people became millionaires today just by breathing and operating at EXP.
Yep.
that's amazing.
Not to mention, if you look back to March, if you had 1,000 shares at the current trading, the stock split, which essentially means they took the value of the stock and they cut it in half, but they doubled your shares. So frankly, that makes the stock more affordable. More people get in, more people buy, increases volume, increases value over time, and you have double the shares now.
Oh, I need to check my account.
Well, I mean, you know, that's what's so cool about being traded on the NASDAQ is we actually have the ability to check our portfolio constantly for doing what we did without the option of having that our whole lives.
I recently got a call from an agent that closed a deal, and the following month he got a stock award, and he was so excited that it prompted him to just call me on my cell phone out of the blue and thank me, because at his old brokerage he just closed the deal, he got a check. at this brokerage, closes a deal, he gets a check, and the following month, it was his first deal. He gets some stock. So he was pretty excited about that.
So like, I think one thing that we should be doing is like sending text to those agents and saying, hey, the raise that you got by being a shareholder just went up 34% this morning. Start putting it on your phone so you can see the daily reminders of what's happening, right?
I love being an owner.
Me too. So either you can rent your brokerage or you can be a shareholder, and it's just a choice.
I can't wait to call my whole team and tell them to check their accounts.
Yeah.
It's going to be an exciting feeling for me.
Well, and if you really want to get them excited about it, and I know we're all in real estate, we're really not in the stock market, but mark your calendars or get the alerts from EXP so you know when the earnings call is. As shareholders, you can be listening in on those earnings calls and hearing it right from Glenn.
Yeah. So Glenn, I think, live streamed in our workplace explaining the dividend and how on August 30th, we're all going to receive it, all the shareholders.
Yeah, I watched it this morning, bright and early.
Sweet. Okay. You got all that?
No, here's the deal. Can I make a suggestion?
All right, Adam, that's a full day for us. We squeezed about as much rear end as we can in these jeans today. So until next week, we will meet with some different leaders, talk some more about how to build residual income and wealth and not be trading dollars for hours. And I'll give you a progress report on anything that I find interesting at the time, like cars and other developing personal stories. Hope all's well. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next week.